Nathan undone by 2 goals at the start of the second half. You'd had to completely reshuffle the back four.
Well, we did, and that really unsettled us. Really, losing both centre halves. This is the side you don't want to lose big players against because they're massive. You know, every single thing comes in your box from a throw in, from a corner, everything. So we needed to be, and that's what unsettled us really. I thought first half, we were really good first half. Once we got the grips of it, and it settled a little bit because it was frantic early on. Once it settled, then I thought we were the better team, and Collar should have scored back stick, but that's what we didn't do. But I was really pleased with first half performance. Then when we lose Lockyer, all right, you can cope with that by 1, but then we lost, a real solidity in the middle of the park with Glenn, who had to put him back into the back foot, and that's what he scored the first one. I was disappointed with the first goal, 1, because I felt it was a free kick in the build-up, but 2, we vacated the middle of the park, left Harry Wilson free as a bird, 3 midfield players vacating the area, and that's a learning curve because that's what you've got to do. You've got to do the basics, you've got to do it right. I don't know what we were thinking, and then they had that quality to score from 20 odd yards. We didn't, because we had shots from 20 odd yards, didn't hit the target, whereas they got that bit more than us.
We saw Lockyer obviously tried to carry on but couldn't, and then Matty Pearson and Sonny Bradley seems to be on one leg as well, with a sort of strapping on his right leg, so it was walking wounded in that back.
Yeah, and when you lose 3 your biggest, strongest players, then against Cardiff that's always going to be a hindrance. And whether that was the fact we had to reshuffle was a big hindrance, because I said losing Glenn in the middle of the park to put him back, I think was a big thing, because I thought we handled that in the first half, and second half we didn't, and then once they got the first goal, then look, it's a different game, and that's what we didn't want to happen.
Had you got 1 back, you always think, well, you might nick a second, but
it's just got to have that belief. Yeah, we've got to have that belief when we get in there. We moved it well enough. There's a lot of square passes. We controlled the ball, but we were 2-0 down, so it was, we needed to have a bit more. We had a bit more guile when we got in that final third, and we did get in that final third enough, but when we did put the ball in with 1 in the box, not enough desire to get in the box. So all those things are learning curves, because at this level you can't get away with that, and once you do concede, and if you do concede the first goal, then it's difficult to get games back.
And a sort of brief glimpse of Adebayo as well, and Tom Ince.
Yeah, great, but it was difficult for them coming up against 3 giants, really. They're probably the 3 biggest centre-halves in the thing. So to go up there toiled on your own, it's very difficult. But look, it's a learning curve for us. We stood up to the physical battle. That was a real positive. We didn't get done direct from a set play, which a lot of teams do against these, because they've been like that. But it's disappointing because of the way we started, the way we built. We had a game plan, and that got derailed.
In terms of the centre halves, might they be longer term things now, or might they be okay for the weekend?
Well, I hope they are, because I said we're coming up against another big side again. So look, we want to make sure that we are ready for the weekend, because it's going to be a tough game.